Not too long after, there were 3 loud bangs, and this time it was the police.
Police, open up! We're here. An ambulance is on its way. Please open the door.
An officer said. I had checked the window to verify that it is indeed an officer. Then I look at Brittany, and I then wait for her to open the door. An officer walked in and asked us to step outside. I took a look to my right, and I saw Cameron on the couch groaning in pain. I also see Carter with his hand above his head, covering his head where the axe had hit him. Guys, I think I'm going to die here, Carter says. An officer walks over to me and leads me out of the house. I see paramedics and EMTs rushing to Carter, Cameron, and Jason. Alexis is still by Jason's side while crying. The officer asks for my phone and separates me from my friends. I see the other officers take away Brittany's phone too. I ask them to allow Alexis to go with Jason, and the officer looks at me concerned. He asks me to follow him, and he sits me in a squad car. As I sit down, I start yelling in fear, anxiety, anger, and concern, and so many things all at once. I see the EMTs and paramedics taking Carter and Cameron in an ambulance. Then the officer sits in the squad car, and he says he needs to take me to the station for my statement. My mind was going 1,000,000 miles a second while I was on the way to the police headquarters. I was wondering where Jason, Alexis, Brittany, Cameron, and Carter were at. I couldn't stop blaming myself for not calling faster and for not asking what Jason's address was before Paul ran through the door with the other 2 men. We arrived at the police headquarters, where the officer led me to an interview room. He walked in with another officer asking me questions. They asked me what I saw and if I could explain in detail what I remember. They asked me how I remember particular things. They asked how I knew the time of everything. I told them I had someone texting me multiple times throughout the night, and that's why I noticed the time. Then I also noticed the time when Jason had a strange man visit him, and that I had my phone ready to call 911 when Paul and the 2 other men he was with slammed through the door. So yeah, I was looking at my phone quite often throughout the night. The officers walked away for a while. Then they came back. They told me that Alexis, Brittany, Carter, and Cameron all said the same thing, and that all of our stories matched. That's when I asked, "Officer, what about Jason?" The officer's face went from focus to worry.
Emily, you don't know?
He asked. I know that when I saw Jason, he was bloodied on the floor, and that Alexis was trying to help him, and he was groaning. What happened, officer? Please tell me, I asked.
Emily, we're so sorry to tell you this, but Jason died on the scene. Our paramedics and EMTs really tried to keep him alive, but he just couldn't hang on.